Men.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Sanger Courts on your favorite show, the one show that you wait for at the end of the week, rather at the beginning of the week, technically, and it turns your life around. Now, don't forget, this is your show. I say it all the time because I am allowed to, being the baldest man in the Eastern Hemisphere.
There's a hemisphere
Yes.
in the East? Like, is there North and South, Peter?
No, we've created an Eastern Hemisphere.
There is
Is it the bald problem?
no. So there is a Western Hemisphere, which is where the US and North America live, and then the Eastern Hemisphere is on this.
Now, tonight we're going to have a very interesting conversation, which is geared specifically towards men, but the ladies do need to listen in. Did you know that there is a direct connection between your oral health and your sexuality, or in quotes, fertility? I'm sure you didn't. A lot of people like Jaluo here did not know. They had no clue. But I guarantee you, after tonight, he's going to be brushing his teeth a lot more. Now, Stephen, welcome to the show. Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. Now, you are one of the most renowned dentists in this country.
He has an award?
Oh, yes,
He's one of the best.
No, guys.
When
you say most renowned- when you say
Colin
most
wants to
renowned-
say, how many trophies does he have? Because last year I got many marketing trophies.
No, he's just asking metrics.
like when you say most renowned,
What do
like
you
we
mean?
have to be careful about throwing words like
Okay,
that.
he's going to drop his CV. But
is here.
yeah, the man is here.
Why
Well,
are you insecure?
Guys, don't make this like I'm being hostile to the dentist.
but you are.
All it does is clean your teeth.
Wow.
Like let's not make it a big deal. Introduce the guy. Let him talk about what he does.
Colin has pain.
From deep down. From deep
Wow.
Colin,
Oh, that was a nice one.
yeah, Colin has dental heart.
down. Now, Stephen, a good smile, before we even get into the medical part of it,
Yeah,
is a huge part of a man's confidence. To be able to talk to people, not be afraid to open your mouth. Is it directly related to the success of a man, especially in his career?
Oh yes, I mean, to even eat properly, you need your teeth working well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're telling men, eat nuts, eat pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, like
You're
some
not
people
going
have
to
been
gum
eating
them.
today.
You have to
Yeah.
eat them. You have to
Yeah.
chew them.
Yeah.
And that confidence is going to come from when you have no pain. You are able to chew and swallow properly. So it does have a correlation.
Yeah.
To smile well, you need a good set of teeth. So if your teeth, for some reason, maybe they made comments when you are younger that they don't look good, you may take people's opinions and always be fearing to smile. All that generally affects a gentleman in how he presents himself.
Yeah.
If you have missing teeth, it's even worse. I like to give people a test that say Musisi.
No way. What are you doing there?
Musisi, and then you see where.
Musisi. And then now say Musisi without your tongue touching the teeth. Musisi.
Yeah, we would say Musisi.
Yeah.
No, Colin, why are you quiet?
You're likely missing some teeth. It's going to affect how you speak if you have no teeth. Yeah. So I just like to tease my friends and say, if you tell a friend that say Musisi and they say Musisi, send him to the dentist.
You might be having a lisp here.
That's how to tell.
That's true.
someone
They
You
can
have
be
got
trained
the
out of
dental
it.
version of Kasenin. This guy is a tyrant. He's a bully.
I've noticed.
To help you win.
You're telling us the same
To help you win.
Yeah.
Giving you simple tests on how to
Yeah.
tell that there's a problem, I need to fix it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Social test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, Jaluo. Yes. God, a man, you've always talked about confidence. Even the way you speak, you say you're the only Jaluo. There's somebody who came to the show and said, no, you are not. And you fought it. Okay.
Did you slap him?
That one he couldn't. He didn't want to end up.
Unslappable.
That was unslappable.
Let me again ask the question.
Okay.
Answer your question. Like, be with it.
So, do you believe that a man's dental space is very important for his confidence? And does that also directly relate to his prowess in bed?
In bed.
Yeah.
Wow, the correlation. How you related that to but the bed matters, I don't
I mean, if you're
understand.
confident, you will.
That's a totally different like space, man. What you do in your bedroom is different. I don't believe what he's alluding to, that your teeth is correlated to how you perform in the bedroom. I honestly do not believe that. But I'll give you a personal story.
Yeah.
My experience with a dentist, and I think so many people, for so many people, how their relationship with dentists, how it came up, it came by. I remember in high school, I had a tooth problem, and I went back home. And I've mentioned here so many times that my dad was a soldier. So he told me, he gave me money, and he gave me coordinates, told me that go to this place and remove
14
your
degrees
tooth.
north, 14 degrees
Go
east.
and remove your tooth. Somewhere in Nairobi, it was some dingy place that had an Indian guy. And people were lining up. So you line up, eventually I reached the guy. He put something in my mouth, told me, open your mouth, and plucked it out. And from that point,
You couldn't say Musisi.
I hated dentists.
Could you say Musisi
And
after that?
it kind of like,
It framed your relationship.
it framed my relationship with these individuals.
The entire profession.
I look at them as a no-go zone. I cannot be seen anywhere near. And no, there was a point where I had a root canal. But my relationship, and I think for so many adults, their relationship with dentists, especially millennials, is from the relationship we had back in the 90s. Right now, parents are a bit nice and soft with how they relate to their kids. For me, I was told, go and remove your tooth. I came home on a holiday, and the reason why I came home is I had an issue with my tooth. They told me, go and remove your tooth. And I feel like it has shaped how I look at
The dentist.
issues to do with my teeth.
Oral.
I
Yeah.
hope today I can change your perspective.
I hope so.
I mean, so Colin, this is interesting. So you've got Jaluo there, who's a no-go to.
I don't remember the last time I visited a dentist.
It's evident. I mean,
My guy,
but
why would you say that?
It's like Iran in here.
but you see, whether we like it or not, we do need to take care of our oral hygiene. And some people don't believe that there is a connection between the fact that your mouth speaks about what's happening in the rest of your body. So sometimes we assume that the two are completely disconnected. Chris alluded to it earlier, and he said, we see different doctors for different things. And some people say dentists are not even doctors. Okay,
Colin.
they are dentists.
Colin.
Like Colin.
No, I mean, if you just go by the metrics, so the dentist studied 4 years.
5.
Well,
Not
Just
2 years.
Just like the other doctors. 5 years.
4 years.
Says a man who studied for 3 years.
For 3 years.
No, just say.
But see where I am.
I know. I went to say.
You can talk about my beginnings, but you cannot
Not the end.
argue my
I
success.
tell you.
So, Peter, what's your question?
Yes. My question is there a very lack of sense of importance on oral hygiene?
I think you have to take a long perspective on this. So, and when I say a long perspective, it can't be yesterday, it can't be your life. You have to think that for the last 100,000 years, this idea of oral hygiene is a 100-year-old idea, right? For the longest time, people lived and their teeth fell out, right? They just lived, and if you ate herbs and you chewed some sticks, generally you maintain some decent health. And we see this if you talk to your grandparents. They didn't have toothpaste, but they had a way of making sure their teeth remained clean. They had leaves that they chewed to make sure their breath remained fresh, right? What I think that the modernization of how we live today has introduced certain elements in people's diets, in people's mouths, which then changes the bacteria setup of how people's mouths are. While I do not believe that your oral hygiene is directly tied to your sexual performance, I do believe it is directly correlated to your sexual success.
You have to smile.
No. So one, you have to smile.
Yeah.
But two, if you have funky breath, it's hard for you to whisper to people in what we call close quarters.
Yes.
You can't be there because then now your mouth is competing with the smell of how we've, and that's
In how what?
the smell of how we've.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like yeah. So she's like, is it the oil or is it his breath? There's a chance there that the legs are not opening for you.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I mean it's
No,
10 p.m.
I mean-
That's true.
Yes.
The third point, and I think which is very critical here, bro, I think that you need to stand with me on this. If your mouth is unhealthy and you enter the swamps, you can introduce germs in someone's vaginal cavity if you don't clean your tongue. I think that is a real threat to sexual success. If you're just going around infecting people's daughters because you don't clean your mouth, right? So if it's just known that guy's mouth is funny, don't let him go down on you, he'll infect you with some shit, then that's a real problem in terms of, meeting success in the future.
Yeah.
But as for me,
Yes.
I think that you must brush your teeth and keep your teeth clean.
How many times?
And brush your
once
tongue.
a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
3 times a day.
I try not to brush in the morning before eating breakfast. So you brush at night after you've eaten, then in the morning after your breakfast, then you brush. So that then there's no wasted toothpaste in there. Because if you brush before you sleep and then you brush after you've woken up, you're wasting the toothpaste. And I think that's where the common sense comes in to sort of amplify the situation. Then the rest of it, you just avoid whispering to people in the middle of the day. Right? Because also remember that there is, these things are very nice to talk about, but they're impractical because there is a time and social tax on saying every time I eat I must brush. Because then you have lunch from 1 to 2. You go, you have the lunch, you come back, you say, you know what, I have meetings in the afternoon. You then take your little packet and then you go to the bathroom, you brush your tongue, and you come back, right?
Yeah.
Then you just look like a psycho.
No, but
Because
it's
you take a girl on a date, you've eaten the steak, you've drunk the wine, then you're like, you know what, let me brush before we go home. Like this is what I was talking about. The time and the social tax on this kind of behaviors is impractical in the world in which we live.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, you've got a point, especially if you've gone out on a date. I mean, I don't expect you to do that. But like at work, why don't you do it?
You brush your.
Yes, I do.
You're a psycho.
No, it's not about being a psycho. But anyway, Chris, first of all, this conversation has literally, thanks to Colin, he jumped on a bike and ran with it. But if I can be able to bring us back a
You
little
brought
bit.
us here.
Yes, I know. But you've ridden off with it in a completely different direction. Now, we talk about confidence. You're a kind of person who speaks to a lot of people a lot of the time. Do you believe that, first of all, we have a challenge? Because you speak to people one-on-one. Do you suffer, especially with where men are concerned?
So first of all, I would like to say that I think that I, like all men, the doctors have something they call health-seeking behavior, which is about one's affinity to go to the doctors for sort of like maintenance. I'm using street speak here. To go check in, check your vitals, check your mouth, check stuff. I, like most men, don't frequent medical places. So Dr. Steven here happens to be my dentist, our family dentist. And so he has a system where they call you and say, hey,
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since you last came for scaling and polishing or something. Like, yeah, I'll come, type of thing. But it's not an ordinary thing for me to go see a dentist or see any doctor for any reason, really. And I think that most men around me, that's usually the same thing. That's how most of them behave. Yeah. So when you are getting feedback from a person, it hits you. The challenge is you don't know when you are the one providing the feedback. Because some people are polite. They've learned how to, they're not as direct as Colin, who would be saying, bro, the thing that's going on here is like a septic tank type of thing. Colin would tell you, but not many people would tell you. All right? So you need a Colin in your life.
Yeah. No.
I'm just telling you, you need.
Guys, I'm only in your lives. Other people must just watch me on TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not as privileged. See, imagine. No, but you need people who can be able to give you feedback. And I think it's the Proverbs talk about the wounds of a friend being better than the smiles of an enemy. And I'm paraphrasing to simplify it, because the thing is that it's someone who really cares for you is going to be able to tell you, Peter, your breath smelled a little off today or something, because that's someone who loves you, who wants to improve you, who wants you to be better. And I think that that's what brothers are for. That's what friends are for. So I will tell you that there's been times when I've been given that feedback. Covered the off later was not, and there are times when I've been okay. So I don't want to pontificate and say no. There's some lousy guys who I've been on both sides of the coin. And that's why I have a dentist.
Okay.
Just a quick question before you go. So where do you draw the difference between good dental rigor and regular check-ins, and of course, like the way you practice effeminate over emphasis on dental hygiene?
We are here at Sangha Courts having a conversation about men and dental hygiene. Some people seem to think that the fact that you brush your teeth 3 times a day is feminine. Others don't. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Men. Men.
Welcome back from the break. We are here at Sangha Courts having a conversation about men and dental hygiene. There is a QR code on your screen. Scan it. Let's keep these conversations going. We also need to hear from you on our socials. Our hashtag is NTV MEN. Also, our X handle is NTV MEN _UG. Follow us and we will talk. Now, I think we got derailed a little bit over here, okay? Wait, I know what you want to hear. We're coming to that. But moving on swiftly. Now, Stephen, Dr. Stephen, to be more precise, is there a relationship between the lower part of a man in terms of sexuality and what's going on in his mouth?
Thank you. It's not just the lower part, it's the whole body. The mouth is connected to the whole body. And earlier, Colin was saying, this health fuss of dentistry has become more common now than in the past. That's very true. Because, one, we are modern. So if we want to keep the health of the past, we have to actually go back to being rural, which we are not willing to do. So with the changing trends, there's a change in diet, and it's bringing a change in health. So the mouth is actually directly affecting the rest of the body organs. If it's healthy, the rest of the body is healthy. If it is unhealthy, so much is going on. And the first pointer is usually the man's prowess in bed. It's a very good pointer before anything like a stroke hits you.
You just got Jello's attention.
Before a heart attack comes, there are warning signs from erectile dysfunction and infertility. So infertility is failure to be able to fertilize someone's egg and you get a baby. erectile dysfunction is failure to have function, sexual function.
When you can't salute.
You cannot rise the occasion.
Or you salute small.
You don't have a parliament.
You waver. You have waves.
And this is the first time I'm seeing Chris like interject.
Yes.
Like,
So,
aggressive.
and the dentist is in position to see that I know what's coming to you before you know it by looking in your mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, they are not just cleaning your teeth. They can tell that up ahead is if you do nothing, there's a heart attack. But before that,
Heart attack.
yes, before that, you're going to fail in bed.
Explain this.
I have your attention.
Yes.
Not mine.
No, you have mine.
Colin, it's okay. It's
Not
okay.
mine.
It's okay.
Okay.
Guys, there's a
All
whole
right,
nation
all right.
out here.
Yeah.
There are ministers, there are priests, there's people who are concerned.
Yeah.
Like we cannot just frighten people like this.
No,
You-
but
you-
Should we just remove taxes on toothpaste? Like what are we saying?
You forgot a locust.
A lopis.
yeah.
So Colin again was talking about bacteria in the mouth. Our bodies naturally have bacteria in the mouth, in the gut. Some are good, some are bad. They can become bad because of the diets we have. And now when the bad ones dominate, they're going to cause trouble in the rest of the body. So I like to look at the mouth is like one neighborhood, the organs are another neighborhood, and then the arteries, blood vessels, those are like roadways to the different neighborhoods. So what is in the mouth should stay in the mouth.
The mouth is for eating.
The mouth is for eating.
Yes, but the bacteria that live there should not get into the bloodstream. And that's the body is designed to keep them there. But when they dominate, it's like having weeds in a garden. They overwhelm the nice plants you want to have. So then they start leaking into the bloodstream
From the mouth.
from the mouth. And then they'll go straight to other organs.
How do they get into the bloodstream?
So
Sometimes you swallow them.
so these bacteria that live in the mouth,
No.
No one is asking this, Colin. This street doctor here.
You know what? Let's listen to the experts. Let's
So-
listen.
let me explain. So the reason we brush, and if you say people in the past never used to brush, they used to eat foods that would naturally brush their teeth. When you don't brush, the bacteria in the mouth build up and they overwhelm the defense mechanisms that were there. Then they can be able to enter the bloodstream. Yeah, so if you've, maybe not brushed in a while and there can be a coating on your teeth. That's bacteria. Yeah, they thrive so fast. And so if they stay for a long time, they're going to invade the bloodstream. How do you know they have invaded? When you brush and you have bleeding gums. That's the number one pointer. Actually, I like to tell people, don't tolerate bleeding gums. They're as bad as smoking, as too much alcohol, as obesity, as all that stuff. Anyway, once they enter,
You described it.
they cause too much trouble. Yeah, so if they settle on the heart, trouble in the heart. If they settle in the brain, trouble in the brain. They can go up to the semen, and then they're going to destroy the swimmers. They can go up to the blood vessels in the penis.
How did they destroy the swimmers?
Bro, we
don't even want to know.
So it's something called reactive oxygen species. So if you've seen, like when you leave a metal outside, it rusts. That's oxidation. So oxidation can also happen in the body. So you have these cells called free radicals moving around. Naturally, your body is able to remove free radicals with antioxidants. What you're drinking is a good antioxidant. Turmeric. Turmeric, yes. And the other things, the body naturally produces antioxidants. But when they're overwhelmed, that means the free radicals are going to go and destroy the DNA. They break it down. What we get is the swimmers are fragmented, or they have lost a particular maybe skin on them, and so they become slower swimmers. So they can't get to do the job they're supposed to do. Also,
They arrive late.
Yeah,
They
they arrive
arrive and
late.
they're punched back.
Also, there is active infection in the semen of the bacteria that shouldn't be there. And all that can be stopped by doing regular cleanings to keep away the stuff in the mouth that builds up, that is painless.
Yeah.
And only when it's extreme, like when they had to send him to remove a tooth, is when you go to seek attention. Yet you can seek attention to stop that from happening. And why I was saying that it is usually the first issue before a heart attack or stroke. Because as long as this bacteria keeps swimming in your body, in your bloodstream, they're making the body damage itself. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it can even lead to a heart attack. It can lead to a stroke. But the muscle in the penis has the smallest like blood vessels. So they're affected first before any other thing starts showing up. So yeah. So you're wondering why you have no morning erection? It should be a sign. Yet when you are younger,
Guys, you know what? So I hear this doctor.
Yeah.
But guys, living in Uganda, if you ever see these bills, the bills can take away your erection. Let's not. It is one of the causes. It cannot be. We cannot.
I wanted to ask how heavy is that? Because you see, just as I hear, usually I don't agree with Colin.
But you agree with me all the time.
No. But this is one of the few times that I do, because men are going through a lot of stuff, and probably. You know what's going to happen now is we might end up sending out the wrong message. Somebody might wake up and see a chap is not there. It's like, oh boy,
it's my teeth.
It's my teeth. Okay, yeah. And yet there are definitely other factors.
I'm not saying that it's the only cause.
Yeah.
It's worse when you have stress, you're obese, you're an alcoholic, and then you have gum disease.
Jesus.
Yeah. So in other words, when you're jalo.
No.
Now,
oh wow.
What's your issue with me today, brother?
Also, you can be healthy.
You know, all the things you mentioned, but gum disease.
You tick all the other boxes. You're fit. You're not obese. You're not stressed.
Yeah.
But your mouth is not okay, and you don't know it. And it's already showing you that one of the signs is there's no morning erection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning erection is tied to your teeth.
To how healthy you are. How healthy you are, not just the teeth. Yeah.
But me,
So God put a natural
A natural
thermometer.
No, I
See,
think this is very
Are you
important.
okay or not okay?
Also for men out there, and especially now, if I may take you out of the dentist box,
Yes.
and now let's speak as a doctor. Is a morning erection a very important barometer, health barometer for men?
On national
It is very important.
Yes, it's guys just know. Yeah,
I may not be a fertility expert, I'm a dentist,
Yeah.
but I know that dental things cause fertility issues. But one of the things I know is that a healthy man still gets an erection.
up to what age?
They should keep it for life.
For life.
So-
You should always have a woody.
Yes.
So
So,
just
if it's not,
I have a question
You're
for you,
unhealthy.
Peter,
yeah.
to the guest.
Why do you like? He always.
It's become political.
Yes.
The doctor, the question.
Where is the line between good dental hygiene and too much? I think
Yeah.
that it is important for us to just let's agree on the merits of the discussed case.
Yeah.
Let's then also contextualize it in the daily life of how people live.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is it healthy? When is it too much? What is excessive?
Dr. Stephen.
I don't think there's anything like excessive. I'm yet to find people are excessive. We are erring on the side of less and less attention to hygiene, dental hygiene. So at least brush your teeth twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day. Then see a dentist at least once or twice a year.
A year.
Once or twice a year. Yes. The best way to avoid a dentist, like the way you like to avoid them, is to see the dentist. Once or twice a year to prevent you from getting extreme pain. Extreme pain also means extreme bills if you're to deal with that issue. A cleaning is simple and prevents a lot. Doing a root canal costs way more.
Yeah.
Restoring a missing tooth costs way more.
And when you say way more, you're talking in the range of like 7-12 million.
Yeah.
For some of these situations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But so when you're right, but the reason why I'm asking this is we are talking about brushing your teeth. which is where 95% of most people sit. They wake up, they brush their teeth. If the toothpaste is little, you share for now and you share for tomorrow, right? We have even learned ways of squeezing all the
You cut the
out of the
back end.
tube. Yes.
You cut the back end and you.
As a country. In fact, even our URA, they know the way they squeeze taxes from us is the same way how you squeeze toothpaste out of a tube.
Yeah.
In the middle is, the Chris's who have a family dentist. And
Chris is a family dentist.
this is his family dentist.
Oh my God.
And so they sort of
I'm not denying.
No,
That is a good one.
No.
I'm just simply saying in the
Of
middle,
course.
there's a slightly privileged class and people who do those things and they do regular
This is when
cleanings.
Colin is creating his caricature, and then in comes the border.
Yes, the scratches.
So the guy is in the middle. The thing I'm asking about is on this other side, which is all the craze now, the people who are doing all these, what you call aesthetic procedures, right? They're doing braces, they're doing dentures, they're doing all these other things. But that's all anchored in the point that you opened with. A great smile gives good confidence. It opens rooms for you, makes you welcome, creates for you all these wonderful environments.
Yeah.
And so in the search for that great smile, then you're doing the clean. So there is the thing that's necessary. Then there is the people who say, you know what, this is not enough, I want a BBL. Some of these things we're talking about, these aesthetic augmentations, they are the BBL of the mouth.
So can I
just before you do, we really do need to jump into a quick break, then we'll start with you. Now, we're here at Sangha Courts having a conversation about men and dental hygiene. Are you waking up in the morning and your soldier is not standing up to attention? It could be because of your teeth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Men. Men.
Welcome back from the break. We're here at Sangha Courts having a conversation about men and their teeth and the relationship it has to their sexuality. Chris, yes, you wanted to.
Yeah, so I just wanted to just say something, a follow on what Colin was just saying there before the break. The thing is this, there's you call them aesthetics,
Yes.
the high-end dental care, where you need top dollar and things, and then there is the basics that help you in life, right? Speaking of which, I think your parents did you a favor because you've got a good smile.
That's all genetics, bro.
Yeah, plus good dental care. So you're going to find that if you don't take care of certain things, I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I was taken to a dentist, I think 3 times. I was quite a guy. And I was given braces 3 times. And those days there were no rails and things. I lost my braces 3 times. And it cost an arm and a leg back then. And my parents are like, good on you. So
they were not rails, they were the ones you had to
the
wear.
ones you
had to
put in and
then you get out and you wash. Yeah.
So for a long time, I was very uncomfortable with what my smile looked like. I never smiled. I never laughed. I didn't have confidence until I got to some point and I made peace with who I am, what I have. And so what I was left with is keep them clean. Right? Keep them clean. And I try to do a fair job of that. Okay? And from time to time I go for that scaling and polishing thing. And I identify with Jaluo and the pain when you grow up. Back then, going to the dentist place was pain. You just think pain, right? And the likes of Dr. Stephen have at Code Clinic have made it much easier. It's painless and things like that, which is helpful. But I think that we're not talking about aesthetics. We're not talking about the beauty type side of dental care, because those who are paying that much
Better get.
are already most likely having clean teeth, because they probably are seeing their dentist small, so they're getting the simple basic scaling and polishing procedure more than those who don't.
Chris,
Okay,
so actually,
let me say my piece. So you find that, so there's the brushing, and he said once or twice a year, see your dentist for that scaling and polishing thing, because there is what do they call it, using of floss, yeah, just cleaning in between the teeth. So many of us brush with a toothbrush, but the toothbrush does not get to all the parts
crevices.
in the teeth, and that builds up germs or bacteria. Yeah, I don't want to use medical terms. I don't know. I'm just a street guy. The dentist is here, will say, but I just know it causes bacteria to build up. And from time to time, you need a dentist to help clean in between the teeth and help you just have a good clean, right? And I think that for me, if that doing that once or twice is going to help with sexual health,
all the better.
You'd rather do it as compared to removing a tooth. I went to Dr. Steven a few years ago and he removed a tooth. I still remember it. And you know why? Because my tongue keeps on checking that place and there is no tooth. And then the solution of putting a tooth is like, look, I'm good. I don't need a tooth.
So can you say Musisi?
I can say Musisi anytime.
Okay, all right.
Right? But the thing I want to say is, and I also, maybe if, again, since Colin started it through you, Peter, I think that one of the things we may need to talk about that will be fair to us as men, to ask Dr. Steve, is he mentioned that with modernity, there's things we're eating that are going into the mouth that are building up more bacteria. I think that that's a good conversation to have, to say, beyond brushing teeth, beyond going to the dentist to clean in between, is there something in terms of diet that we can change?
Or we should not do, right?
Or should do.
Things we should not do.
Yeah,
like eat
with oral hygiene. Because for me, when I got to discover that bad oral hygiene can actually bring damage, you bring erectile dysfunction or infertility among men. I thought that this is something that we need to put on the table, because as a pastor, there's many times we're praying for people about conceiving. And you know, sometimes when there is infertility in our home, this is why for me it's a big deal. When there's infertility in the home, right? You most of the time we point at the women.
No,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you what.
You, the pastor.
You see, your world, my world. Most of the time it is the girl, she's infertile and that kind of thing. In fact, there are some chaps who say, first have a baby before you marry, just to be sure. And there's a particular case I know where the father was insisting on that. And when they checked for fertility, it's his son who had a problem.
Yeah, he wasn't brushing his teeth.
The son was the one who was infertile.
Yeah.
So here's the thing I want to say. And seriously, for me, this is a big deal. I think that we need to be able to stop anything that stops reproduction of life. For me, it's a national issue.
Yeah.
And so if how we feed is helping, we feed better. If cleaning the teeth is helping, we clean better. Because you know, we can just gloss over this stuff until you find someone who's pained by not carrying a child of their own. It's serious stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what do we eat or don't eat?
Wait. I have. I think that Chris has raised the stakes in this conversation and now made it a national issue.
It is. In fact, it's a global issue, Colin. If that thing doesn't stand, you would not be here.
So, Uganda's birth rate has dropped from 6.5 to 6.7 to 4.5 last couple of years. I want to think it's not because people are not brushing. I think there are multiple factors. And yes, we're going to come back into the thing about what people should eat and not eat. But I wanted to, I think that you have to talk about the full range of dental practices that are currently in the trend. Because just as much as you talk about the day-to-day simplest behaviors, you also have to talk about the things we're talking about, these what you call aesthetic procedures. They are also components and elements of wealth signaling. And it's a big thing for us. It's the thing we're talking about is the equivalent of Ugandans like Peter who like to buy German cars. They can drive a Toyota, they can brush 2 times a day, but they want a German car.
So when you're telling
So
a
they
guy,
brush 3 times
so when
a
you're
day.
telling a guy who can only afford a bicycle, and you're having a conversation on an ML350,
Yeah.
I think that it's a misplaced conversation, because one of the things that we need to be doing is helping the everyday Ugandan, the guys at the crossroads. We've talked about this before. The ordinary guy, your ordinary Joe, to say, look, there's something you can do about this. You may not be able to buy an ML350, Mercedes Benz, whatever the series are, but look, you can save 200K, 350K and buy a bicycle so you move faster than walking.
So, Chris,
And I think that in this oral health conversation, for me, I want to know.
we're not talking to the bicycle guy.
True. And you know, Colin is saying
This show,
It's manner of speech. No, Colin.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, but
I think you're misunderstanding.
the show isn't always for the lowest common multiple.
So Colin, you're not getting what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Before we talk about a 5-star hotel or 7-star,
Remain with the bicycle. We're fine.
yeah.
We're fine at the bicycle.
I'm just trying to create another picture. Before we talk about a 5-star hotel or a 7-star hotel, if most people can go to a 2-star hotel or a 3-star hotel, why not talk about that?
Can I say
Because
something?
we are on national TV, we brought an expert dentist not to talk about the lowest common multiple of the issue.
Can I prompt
You know
something?
It seems like a gross abuse and misallocation of resources.
For once, this is what you sound like. You remember the French Revolution? If people can't eat bread, why don't they eat cake?
Now you
That's what you sound like.
I mean, okay,
Can I prompt
let's hear
something?
from
Mine is very
Jalo.
simple.
Yeah.
For the largest majority of the people that are watching this, that is like 70-80% of the men that are watching this conversation is so the other side. This is a privileged conversation. For so many people, when you mention the word dentist, it just spells money.
Yes.
It spells money. And how many men can afford a visit to the dentist?
Can I tell you why I beg to differ with you? For one simple reason. First of all, visiting a dentist is a necessity.
Yeah.
To you?
Yes, it's not. No, not to me. Not to me. To everybody. It's just the same way when you get malaria, you have to see a GP. Yes, you have to see a doctor. It's not a privilege. Say, okay, because I've got malaria, I'm privileged to go see a doctor. You need to, or you will die. Now, oral health is a matter of life and death. The trouble is we do not take it as
serious.
Maslow would have thought about it. Maslow would have thought about it.
Well,
Like if it was.
Maslow was eating sugar cane, so he didn't need to brush his teeth. You see, things have changed. Now,
It must be something with you Kenyans.
the things have changed, and we need to acknowledge that. You talked about it. Our diets have changed. Our lifestyles have changed, and it's affecting everything.
Yes.
Around, I forget the statistics, but it should be around 80% of the people in Kampala were not born in Kampala. They grew up in the village, and that's one of the issues. Because they grew up where they were not brushing their teeth. But what were they eating? No, because I'm going somewhere with that. What were they eating then? It wasn't important for them to brush their teeth then. Now, you're eating the ice cream, the pizza, and all that stuff. Now, the composition in your mouth has changed. And so you have to take that into consideration. The fact that you're doing that, you must see a dentist. Now, reason why I also beg to differ with you is with no problem about how people live their lives, but with the amount of money that we spend in bars in Kampala. And those are the same guys who are saying, man, a dentist is expensive. Okay, We just have our priorities.
The way they
back
have
to front.
marketed dentists.
Ask the guy. Ask him what foods we're eating now which are dangerous. Ask him.
As beautiful.
And then-
we need to
and
start
also-
wrapping up the show.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask a question? I want you to
Let
answer.
him answer, then we start wrapping.
Yes. Just
Can I ask him a question? Like one, is it, you know, there is the other thing that, you know, he alluded to, like, you know, going down on women. Does it affect?
Who alluded to it?
Does it
I didn't
affect?
allude. I said
Does
very
it,
clearly.
okay, does it affect your dental hygiene?
Thank you. Now, let me first correct something. Dr. Frank was here and talked about infertility, the urologist, and he explained what causes infertility. I'm here just to tell you that there's an angle,
There's an element to it.
an angle to when you can't explain infertility. Check the mouth. Okay? It's not that the mouth is the only cause of infertility. Okay? Now, yet the mouth, you can take very good care of it without having to go to the dentist. But the government of Uganda has even helped us and made sure that every hospital has a dentist. So you can't say you can't afford a dentist. So even for the low-end guy, there is a hospital they can walk in. They are trained cadres of Ugandan dentists who will tell you you're healthy or not. And if you're not healthy, they will take care of your teeth, just like they take care of malaria. Don't ignore it and say that you can't afford because you have this picture of you must go to the dentist in, I don't know, in Dubai. You have to keep your mouth clean. Don't tolerate bleeding gums. They're the first sign that you're not healthy in the mouth. And anything on your teeth that doesn't look like your teeth. Those stains and the other things. Is that clear for now?
Yeah.
Yes. So infertility can be caused by stress, by obesity, but the mouth causes the same thing like the stress, the obesity cause. Yeah, so when everything else is unexplained, look in the mouth because the dentists are hardly talking to the urologists, to the gynecologists, they're all in silos. That's the disadvantage of practicing differently like that. Now, yes, going down on a woman is actually you're not introducing disease to her, she's going to introduce it to you. So
Okay, totally.
we now have cases of there is a virus that lives on the cervix. It usually, when someone's immunity goes down, they get cancer of the cervix. Now, it can be transferred to the throat and cause throat cancer.
If you go down on a woman, there's a potential for you to get throat cancer.
Yes.
And die.
Go ask ChatGPT
Now you
to
see what you
explain
has
these
done
things to
today.
you.
somebody
so that you're
somewhere
educated.
warned you and told you the mouth is for what?
Eating.
Yeah.
Let the guys finish, you know.
So there is that. But all this can be prevented by visiting.
Anyway, let's just end the show now.
Seek doctors, seek good health. Not
What do you
everyone
want
who
us
does
to
that
eat?
will get
Mangoes
cancer. You get it? Not everyone who does that will get cancer because maybe they have decided to stay practicing other things like staying in shape, eating well. And what is eating well? There's too much sugar.
Okay.
Just sugar is not just the sugar that we add to our drinks. Everything you process and put on a shelf is sugar. Whether it's salty or not, it is sugar. If you just dry up a thing and put it on the shelf, the thing remaining there is sugar. Whether it's, let's look at crisps. They are sugar. Because when you break down an Irish potato, what's the thing? It's glucose at the end of the day. And so that's what is dominating. If you ate a mango, it has fiber. It can help clean your teeth. If you ate cassava, it has fiber. But if you pack a food and put it on the shelf for a long time, it's going to change your mouth, your body, and then these other things are coming up. So for anyone who's saying they can't afford a dentist, they had better because their priorities are wrong. They can afford to save for an iPhone and many other good phones and good shoes.
An iPhone
They
for
can
their
afford
girlfriend.
to walk to a nearby hospital
Or go to Nigeria.
and see the dentist in that hospital. Tell them, am I healthy or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday service.
Chris, your parting shots as we wrap up the show.
Well, thanks, Peter. I think that for me, this has been a wake-up call because in my wildest dreams, never thought that there would be a day where there is medical proof And I even looked at a video. It's medically proven that bad oral health can actually affect infertility. And in fact, it's not just for men, but it's for women also. And for me, my pastoral heart is to say, because it's so painful for people not to have children of their own when they so desire it, I think we need to take care of that, because, you know, we could be flippant about, you know, seeing a dentist, oral hygiene, because they're like, well, whatever, pain, I don't want to know, I have no time. But when it comes to procreation, whether it's a yes or no, I think it's a serious thing. So I'd like to recommend that we listen to this and consider better oral hygiene, brush your teeth better, take less sugars, see a dentist just for cleaning, not for all the shebang. But I think that let's consider that.
Okay. Colin, your parting shot. You seem very disturbed.
No. I'm just a bit reflective on this, right? Because again, just it's that thing I was talking about, you know, social stratification. People are struggling to find what to eat, and this seems to be the priority. But I think it's important. I don't think it's a national priority, right? I think that there are other things that are urgent in this country, but staying within the theme of this thing is also to say, to bring back that point I was talking about, you know, social stratification and wealth signaling. Yeah, that and maybe to sort of say to our viewers out there, this is also one of the ways how you continue to distinguish yourself from the masses and other people. Like these conversations that they sort of just create this space where, you know, people who are privileged and are wealthy and have access continue to be different and enjoy the highest quality of help that's out there. And that's important, right? But again, as I was saying, there is a spectrum. There are the things we must absolutely do. There are the things we elect. And then the things we choose in order to tell the other two classes that we are better than them.
Okay. The only Jaluo.
So I start by saying that I start with the word closing. But before I talk about that, I want to mention that, you know, it's something, it's a mental hurdle. It's a mental hurdle that I really need to overcome. Because like over the years, it's something that I've failed to overcome, and I don't know why I was actually, it is one show that I did not want to do. You know how you aggressively put me, and I think Chris has to do with it. But closing, the word. It might be the reason why you're not closing on that channel. It might be the reason why you're not closing on that business deal. Might be the reason why you're not closing on your weight, on so many different factors in life. That one particular thing. And we all anyone that deals with teeth issues knows this. It might be a time that might be something that, you know, weirdly, Chris brought in and I have to overcome. It might be the hurdle that you need to overcome. And it might propel you to different spaces in life. So visit a doctor, visit a dentist today.
All right, great stuff. Dr. Stephen, your parting shot.
My parting shot is to the men out there that good health, good oral health affects general health. So make sure you take good care of your mouth so that you'll live longer, healthier, you're able to have kids. Nothing is getting in the way, you're able to enjoy sex all through life. So if there's a dentist that you can see, go and see the dentist. But way before that, brush twice a day. Don't tolerate bleeding gums. They are the first points that you're not okay.
And then I drink alcohol? Doesn't it like kill the germs?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can afford, go and find out what's causing the issue to the full extent and get it treated rather than keep guessing, because dentists are able to tell even the kind of bacteria that's causing the issue and treat it, and you'll have success. Yeah, so make sure you seek health, not just dental health, generally general health, and then you'll be able to find solutions for whatever is ailing you. There's always a root cause, and we need to get to the root cause.
Yeah. All right, great stuff.
So even more
Now, we are here at Sanger Courts. We've had a very interesting discussion about the connection between men's oral health and their sexuality. We need to hear from you. Make sure we keep active on our socials. We'll see you next week, same time, only on your favorite show, and that is NTV Men.